You ready?
Everybody ready?
Go ahead.
It's a great day to be a Tennessee Vol. About 3 months ago or so, I said that we'd have an AD by the beginning of football season, and I'm just 2 days late. And we have taken our time to make sure we get the right person. We were looking for someone who is an experienced athletic director from a major university with outstanding athletic programs. We've looked long and hard and taken our time to make sure that we got the right person here at the University of Tennessee. Today, it's my pleasure to announce that we found that right person, Dave Hart and his wife, Pam. Would Dave please stand and let's welcome them to Tennessee.
Thank you.
We welcome you all to the Volunteer Nation and to the Big Orange family. Why Dave Hart? Everyone I called about Dave Hart started out and said his character, his integrity, and his honesty is superb. He has 20 years of experience as athletic director at 2 major institutions, East Carolina University and Florida State University. He is a seasoned administrator. He knows how to manage and lead athletic programs, coaches, and staff. He has a strong commitment to academics. He has seen many national championships, and he wants to see a lot more right here in Tennessee. He's committed to the University of Tennessee for the long term. He's a visionary and true leader in the industry and nationally. He has a passion and drive to lead. He's competitive. He's been at national championship programs. He's also the recipient of the Robert R. Neyland Award, honoring lifetime achievement in athletics. Hart was also named by his colleagues as Athletic Director of the Year for the Southern Region in both 2000 and 2005. Now, before I introduce him, I would like to turn and thank Joan Cronin for everything that she has done in the interim job. Joan, please stand. So far, she's the only athletic director we've had that's undefeated in football. And if she can just carry through these next 2 games, she'll be the only athletic director at the University of Tennessee that's an undefeated athletic director. Joan, you got a pretty tall order, but we're sure you can come through on that.
Working on that.
She's done a superb job as interim athletic director, and I greatly appreciate what she has done and how she's worked with all of us to make things happen. As you know, she was also on the search committee, so she's been there during all the discussions we've had about athletic directors. Now I would like to introduce to you the Vice Chancellor and Athletic Director for the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, our newest Vol, Dave Hart. Dave?
Thank you. Thank you, Chancellor.
Now I want to present you. Notice he has a real nice tie on there. I want to present you with this shirt, and we expect you to wear this proudly.
And I promise that will happen.
Very good.
Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you.
Well, let me say that I'm very, very proud to be sitting before you tonight. This is a special day in the lives of Pam and Dave Hart. And we have been very excited as this process has come to this point of conclusion to be a part of the Volunteer Nation. It's a privilege, and I want to stress that word. It's a privilege to be named Vice Chancellor and Director of Athletics at the University of Tennessee. To be entrusted to lead one of the elite programs in America, I don't take that position lightly. There aren't very many programs in the United States, a handful at best, who have the rich history, their tradition, and the resources that exist here in Knoxville, Tennessee. And that came through the hard work of a lot of people, administrators like Joan Cronin, coaches like Pat Summitt, coaches like Johnny Majors and Phil Fulmer. I mean, you just go across the spectrum of the history, and you can't invent that. You can't draw that up, and Tennessee has it, has all of that. So that's a very exciting element of accepting this position tonight. And I want this to be perfectly clear. I am absolutely, totally committed to the University of Tennessee. Wanted to say that early because I didn't want you all to be injured tripping over one another to ask the Alabama question. So I wanted to go ahead and get that on the table. You know, I look back to Saturday. Nick Saban is an alum of Kent State. But I did not see much mercy being shown by Nick at the stadium on Saturday because he's the head coach at the University of Alabama. That's where his job is. That's where his loyalties lie. That's where his passion is. And this is where my passion is from this night forward. I do want to thank Mal Moore, who I think is one of the finest human beings walking the face of the earth, and Dr. Witt, our president and obviously colleague of Chancellor Cheek, for the last 3 years, which we have thoroughly enjoyed, as we thoroughly enjoyed being at East Carolina and being at Florida State. And now we're blessed and fortunate enough to be offered this wonderful opportunity to be at the University of Tennessee. So I want you to know that beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are here, our passion is here, and we'll have a chance to demonstrate that as the months and the years progress. You know, I've been blessed throughout my career to work with some outstanding people, administrators and coaches, and legends. Certainly Bobby Bowden fits that category, and now I have the rare opportunity to work with another legend in Pat Summitt. Not too many athletics administrators get to walk those hallowed halls. So I also feel very blessed that Dr. Cheek has given me the opportunity to work with another legend and some really, really good coaches who I'm anxious to meet, and we'll do that tomorrow. That's going to be my primary priority tomorrow, will be to get in front of administrators and coaches and visit with them. I also value our family legacy in this profession. My father was a football coach for many years, but then was in athletics administration. He was the athletics director at Louisville and Missouri, finished his career as commissioner of the Southern Conference. And then there's a guy down the road here that I'm really proud of, and that's our son Rick, who is the athletics director at Chattanooga, and will probably emerge as the best of the three one day. So it's nice to be in this environment, both from a personal and a professional perspective. And again, I want to thank you, Chancellor Cheek, for the confidence that you've shown in me. I also want to take a minute and applaud the job that Mike Hamilton did here. You know, when I looked at the facilities for the first time, really studied the facilities, obviously I've been here. I'm a product of the SEC. As you know, I went to Alabama on a basketball scholarship. I always pause here for laughter, and you can do that. See, you wanted to. You were suppressing it. That was before talent was
tallest person on the
I
team.
was not the tallest. That was before talent was a criteria for granting aid. But I just want to applaud Mike in the job that he did, moving the University of Tennessee athletics program to the position that you know, those are tangible signs of what has been accomplished relative to facilities. So I'm tickled to be here. I look forward to getting to know all of you and building relationships with you, and I'd be happy at this time to take any questions that you might have.
After the ECU job and the Florida State job, I guess, just why get back into this after having the background and extensive experience you've got to get back into the craziness of what being an AD can be sometimes?
Well, that's a simple answer, my passion for that. And I've never had my head on a swivel in my entire career. I've also been very, very blessed there. But I've been very happy every place I've ever been. Pam and I were very, very happy at East Carolina. And people used to say to me, well, you know, 12 years we spent there. Why are you passing up some opportunities, which we were fortunate enough to get? And my response was, well, we're happy. You know, we're happy here. I told the chancellor at East Carolina that gave me the good fortune to be hired, Dick Aiken, about 8 or 9, maybe even 10 years in, I think it's closer to 10 years into that tenure, because we'd had some opportunities. We have never initiated pursuit of an opportunity. Never. Not my entire career. But I said to Dick, I handed him a list, and I said, Dick, here are 5 universities that if I'm lucky enough to have them approach me, I want you to know up front, as my boss and my friend, that I would look. I would not initiate, but I would look. The University of Tennessee was on that list. So that's part of my response to your very good question. You know, I do have a passion for this. My driver's license has my number on it. I know how old I am. But I don't feel that. I don't. I have the same energy I had 15 years ago. I enjoy people. I enjoy building relationship with coaches. Again, Tennessee has that passion. There aren't a lot of schools that have the passion and display it the way that the University of Tennessee does. All 5 of those schools I put on that list shared that passion. So I hope that answers your question.